So before I get into the game, here's some mind-blowing stats for you. Patrick Mahomes has never lost in the month of September. He is 10-0 in his young career. Now, I hope I didn't jinx it and he loses on
Right.
Sunday.
And I say,
But they're
who are they
playing.
playing this week? Go ahead,
They're
chalk it up.
playing the Wounded Ravens, so it should be a dub.
Should.
You know, I don't ever
There's
want
no
to.
such thing as will in this league.
I don't ever want to jinx. You know, because sports is very jinxable. You be saying.
It happen. It's a thing now where the announcers like, hey, this guy hasn't missed a field goal all season. Doink, next play. Yep.
Hypothetically speaking, say Greg Zuerlein had made like 4 straight field goals,
bring my kicker into this, man.
Because he was trash. Let's say he made like 4 straight field goals. Then the announcer get on there and be like, "Well, he's made 4 straight, and this is the one that doinks off the goalpost." You know what I'm saying? So hey, it is what it is. But I don't think the Chiefs shouldn't lose to the Wounded Ravens. So let's just say that. The Browns, meanwhile, losers of 16 straight season openers, longest in NFL history.
That boggled my mind.
Their last win was back in 2004 against the Ravens. So, you know, they're used to it. The fans are used to it. Let's talk about the, winless seasons. You had to, what was the thing? If the Browns won a game,
they
the
would
beer was
unlock
free
the beer,
or something like that.
No, Bud Light has set up beer coolers around the city, and they wouldn't unlock them until the Browns won a game.
Sad.
And so, and then it was bad because it was the year they went 1-15, and then the next year they went 0-16, and then they started off the next season 0-2, and then they finally won against the Jets like 0-3, in like week 3.
Yeah, I about to say. Yeah, they won that last season, week 3, week 4, something early. So hey, but this Browns team we got now is just a whole different. This is a whole different caliber. You know, this was actually really fun to watch. But yeah, the Browns 16-0 season openers in the last 16 seasons. Anyways, the Chiefs were playing without 2 of their top defenders, Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, and Frank Clark. And listen, I honestly don't know what else the Browns can do. All right, 457 yards of total offense. Baker had over 300. Only 7 incompletions. That right there is a stat.
Yeah, 131.4 passer rating. Yep.
Only 7 incompletions, 21 for 28. He had a touchdown. On the ground, the Browns averaged 6 yards per carry. They rushed for 143 yards to Kansas City's 73 yards. 4 different rushing touchdowns by 3 different players: Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, and Jarvis Landry. Shout out to Kareem Hunt for fantasy, you know. I appreciate the touchdown. With stats like those, you are supposed to win the game.
Right.
But hey, it was against the guy, Patty Mahomes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was against the boy, Patty Mahomes. All right, so the Browns are rolling in the first half. Did you watch this game, Mervin? Did you see any of this game?
I was able to catch bits and pieces of it. I was at work.
Okay, well, I went to a sports bar so I can, get a plethora of games all at one time.
Yeah.
But the Browns were rolling in the first half. I live in Tyler. Obviously, this is the game that had the volume up because Patrick Mahomes from down the street. Browns was going in first half. Okay. First drive, they went for it on the 4th down after they scored a touchdown. Wait, they went for it in the first quarter. They went for it on 4th down twice. Okay. When they scored in the opening drive, they went for 2. Okay. Just because. You know what I'm saying? Converted it. Score is 8-0. Then they forced Kansas City to kick a field goal. Then they forced a punt. Okay. Baker Mayfield out here being a lead blocker for his receivers. The man is literally blocking for his receivers. Baker Mayfield's first half was literally if he played that whole game like that, I would be on here right now hyping up Baker Mayfield for MVP conversation. Not the winner, but in the conversation, if he just had just an amazing game. But one of my favorite plays of the game, it was the end of the first half, 3 seconds to go. Cleveland up 22-10. Browns got the ball on Kansas City's 46-yard line. Landry takes the ball. Baker throws it to Landry. Landry runs 20 yards. Then he laterals it to Baker Mayfield. He picked up 10 yards. Then he laterals it to Kareem Hunt. Then he got tackled when the half was over. But they picked up 30-some yards, on that one play. And it was just, it was very entertaining. I say it's my favorite play of the game. Obviously, nobody scored from it. But it was entertaining, and it almost worked going against the half. Had that play worked, maybe
game might be out of reach at that point.
Maybe they had won the game. But when it comes to the Browns, to me, it's their inexperience at winning. That's what lost them the game. Last season they had a winning season.
Yeah, I was about to
obviously.
say last season they learned how to win some games last year.
Yes, but their inexperience in winning lost them the game. To me, Browns had a pause in Kansas City's experience at winning. Okay, Kansas City is a team that turns up in the second half. You know what I'm saying? That's just who they are.
Do. Yeah.
Browns had a 9-point lead in the fourth quarter, y'all. You on the road, you got to win that. I told y'all they had like 60 more rushing yards than Kansas City did. But Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill are just that good. Listen, whoever had Tyreek Hill on their fantasy team, the boy went off.
Hey,
Okay?
I won a fantasy game, but I won a game this week because of Tyreek Hill.
The man went off.
Yes.
Okay. Near the beginning of the fourth quarter, y'all, Mahomes is rolling to his right. Only Mahomes can throw these type of. This is the only Mahomes thing. He's rolling to his right. He sees Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is at least 50 yards away from Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes just launches down in the air. Tyreek Hill kind of beat his defender, but he stopped, so his defender kept going. He catches it and then runs the other 25 yards to score the touchdown. That right there was a play of the game. But Patrick Mahomes threw that ball, rolling out to his right, at least 50 yards in the air. At least. One of the only other quarterbacks with an arm like that to me is Jameis Winston. And we'll get to Jameis Winston in a minute because your boy, he balled out to it. I'm just so happy. But right there, that 75-yarder from Tyreek Hill to Patrick Mahomes, I'm excited to see stuff like that throughout the rest of the season. But listen, Browns were still up by 2 points. Forget about that 75-yard play. Browns are up by 2 points. 8 minutes, 33 seconds left in the game. It's 3 and out. They're at their own 23-yard line. Okay? 3 and out. What do you do in 3 and out? You punt the ball, especially if you're at your own 23.
Usually.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh. Well, with up 2 against Kansas City, that's
Yeah.
100% of the play call. Bruh. You talking about y'all's kicker. The Browns punter comes on the field. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The ball is snapped to the punter. It is a good snap. I must say that first. It is a good snap. The ball went straight to his hands. Jamie Gillen somehow mishandles the snap. Okay. Ball went straight to his hands. Mishandles the snap. Drops it. Okay. Wasn't a bad snap at all. He picked the ball up. And instead of doing like an Australian rules kick where you just kick it wherever you are, because he still had time, this man decided to run the ball and got tackled at their own 15-yard line. It don't take a neurosurgeon to know you do not give the Chiefs the ball in the red zone. What kind of stupid mess was that? That was dumb. I'm sorry. That was just straight dumb.
To be fair, that was his first punt of the day. He hadn't been out there. Maybe he. Look, I'm trying to find an excuse for the guy because that was tough.
No.
That was terrible. That was terrible. Maybe he had a lapse in judgment. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that was bad.
It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. So after I saw that, a sister like me, I'm like, all right, that's the game.
Yep, that's it.
That is cost them the
Wrap it
game.
up.
Mind you, it's still 8.5 minutes left to go. But I'm still saying, all right, that's the game. Y'all only up by 2. Y'all about to give Kansas City the ball back at y'all's 15. They only got 15 yards to go. Okay, so I'm like, okay, this is the game. All right, so KC get the ball, and Travis Kelce scores the touchdown. Chiefs up 4. 2-minute warning. Browns are down now 4. Okay, still a chance. Browns have the ball. Baker Mayfield, I told y'all, his first half was impeccable. Baker Mayfield looking like an elite quarterback out here, looking like a number 1 pick. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have the ball. 2-minute warning. Browns down 4 points. Still a chance. Y'all, now, we talk about this kick. Listen, this right here was like, this sealed the deal. With 1:17 left in the game, Baker Mayfield takes the snap, he looking around for his receivers, you know what I'm saying? It get a little crowded up in there, you know what I'm saying? So the man trying to run out, still trying to make a play. This man, who was it? Daniel Sorensen. He grabs Baker Mayfield's ankle. He grabs his leg. Baker Mayfield, instead of throwing the ball away, this man still tried to make a play, and it's an interception.
Don't do that. You're not Tom Brady, bro. You're not Tom Brady.
You're not Patrick Mahomes, bro. Like,
Brady did that.
Throw the ball out.
Brady did that Thursday, and I'm still trying to figure out how that pass was completed. But like you said, you're not Brady, you're not Mahomes. Just at the very least, just eat the ball and take the sack. It'll be okay. It was 1st and 10. You would have been just fine. You could have made something happen.
Not even eat the sack. Throw the ball out.
Well,
come on now.
See, trying to do that, weird stuff can happen. If you eat
what you mean trying to do that? He
no.
He picked up the ball. He threw it.
No, that's what I'm saying. But even
throw it out.
But I'm saying stuff like that can get real weird. So look, my thing would just be like, hey, I would say eat.
Do you remember the play?
I've seen it. Yes, I've seen it.
To his left, there was literally nobody to his left but his receiver, like 10, 15 yards ahead of him. He could have thrown it out before then, and it wouldn't have been. Nothing weird would have happened from it. The ball just would have went out of bounds.
Hey, look, I would prefer him at least just eat it.
You would prefer him take a sack
Yes.
than throw the ball out?
Yes.
Out of bounds? See, that's why you see.
If you're already
this is what y'all got going on.
No, I'm saying if somebody's hand is already around your ankle and you really can't do nothing else.
He got the pass off, didn't he? He got the pass
we
off
see
the
what happened.
interception, didn't he?
And exactly.
But what I'm saying is that same time in which he took to get the pass off, he should have threw it out of bounds. Don't even take the sack because he had just grabbed his ankle when Baker Mayfield decided to throw it. You had time. Don't even take the sack. Throw the ball out of bounds. Come on now. Common sense. But yet Baker Mayfield decided to risk it and threw a terrible
and lost
interception.
the biscuit.
Lost the biscuit. Listen, in the final drives of the game, Baker Mayfield went 3 and out, and an interception.
It's a bad way to win a game. That's a bad strategy.
I'm sorry.
I don't know how that's going to work out.
It's a bad strategy. I'm sorry, and you can't do that against Kansas City. So, they lost. And yeah, I mean, it was still a very enjoyable game. I think Cleveland, I look forward to watching Cleveland this season. Cleveland plays the Texans next.
They're going to beat them like a drum.